how do you write an antagonist? Is it really necessary that you write an antagonist to reinforce your conflict in a film or a TV show? My answer to that is yes, because as professional screenwriting has shown, movies have shown, what you need to know about your antagonist is the fact that your antagonist needs to be either stronger than your protagonist or on equal ground to your protagonist. So, to give you an example, I'm going to be using the example of, from the Karate Kid movies, I'm going to be using one particular character, John Keyes. If you don't know who that is, he is the character that started a dojo, Cobra Kai. And if you haven't seen the Karate Kid, you should. Because John Kreese is one of those antagonists that is not just multifaceted, but also mysterious. You may hate his guts for the obvious reasons, but I'm telling you today why having an antagonist that is stronger or equal to your protagonist is important. So, that will be our topic of today. Welcome, story lovers, to the Story Dude Show with your host, Jared Dean Winchester, bringing you fresh set of episodes for the month of November, or should I say Movember 2024. So let's get right into it, shall we? John Keyes, should I say? Our antagonist is such that we really don't know what his motivations are in the beginning of the movies. For example, in Karate Kid 1, we never really understood why his dojo has his students behaving like the ones military cadets who are military cadets. And it's like he always makes it a point to have the students said, "Yes, sensei," in that sort of fashion. Just like in the military, where they say, "Sir, yes, sir." Like that. But what we don't know in that movie is why on earth would he be treating his students in his dojo that way. What we also don't know is why he keeps referring to everything else as the enemy. Because, truth be told, that's military talk. The enemy, you will find, is military talk. You hear terms like enemy lines or enemy of the state. That sort of thing happens in the military. But here, John Keyes is not showing the real reason right from the get-go as to what his reasons are. Why he is so hell-bent on striking first, striking hard, showing no mercy on the opponent. When our protagonist, Daniel Del Russo, came on board, when he learns karate, or when he learns self-defense from a much noble Japanese person, and from an actual Japanese person, Mr. Miyagi, he learns that sometimes mercy is more important to show. But with John Keyes, the fact that he's hell-bent on showing no mercy, striking hard and striking first, which is the motto of Cobra Kai, we really didn't find that out until season 6 of Cobra Kai came into play. Now, I started watching season 6 of Cobra Kai. I was now beginning to understand John Keyes' journey, why the way he is, and why he has the motto strike first, strike hard, no mercy, that sort of thing. That's because John Keyes himself was in that position. His mentor was like that, like showing no mercy. But the one takeaway that I do have about this is John Keyes suggests that take your anger, whatever anger you got, and channel it to something useful. He said give it purpose. Now, I don't know how that's gonna work out, but I'm pretty sure in this example it's going to be a terrible one. It's going to be a malicious one. But I'll keep watching Cobra Kai season 6 to see what happens to John Keyes. But the point I was trying to make is, if you have an antagonist, make him multifaceted while giving him a one-track mind, giving him or her a one-track mind, because our villains have a one-track mind but can be multifaceted. And this comes from the notion, or from the philosophy, that you gotta have your stories simple. You gotta have simple stories, but your characters can be complex. Now, John Keyes is one of those characters that is complex, who we don't know what his real motivations are. But if you have a look at comparing him to the super villains in superhero movies or in superhero comic books, what you will find is that they're too predictable. And that goes for Lex Luthor too. And if you were to ask me, after careful analysis, I would have to say that John Keyes and Terry Silver of the Karate Kid are actually the best villains out there. So, give me your analysis of these two characters of the Karate Kid. So, if you're going to design an antagonist, make him complex, make him multifaceted, not just but with a one-track mind. So, that being said, this is Jared Dean Winchester, also known as the Story Dude. Like, comment, and subscribe. I usually post 2 to 3 episodes per month of the show, so be sure to check all of my episodes out. And as always, until I see you again, don't forget to turn that page.